When you send an email, you should be making sales. And if that's not happening for you right now, then I probably know what's going on. But before we dive into talking about that, let's first think about how often are you communicating to your audience with email? Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you're communicating regularly, AKA sending emails on a more than once a month basis. Previously, and I would say probably pre 2024, the rule of thumb was you could get away with sending one email a month and you were golden. But that is now not the case, particularly in light of all the deliverability and engagement changes that were made at the beginning of 2024. And that is basically a good thing, right? We want to be talking to our audience. And particularly if you're like me and you're on the getting off social media bandwagon, then email becomes the place where we communicate with our audience. So, rule of thumb is one email a week is the new minimum. So, no longer can you just roll with once a month. Your audience needs to hear from you regularly. And here's why. Right. Why would you want to be sending an email once a week? Well, one, you become top of mind. It's really easy to forget one, why you signed up for someone's email list, and two, what they even do. So if you're popping into someone's inbox every single week, they get to know, like, and trust you. And that's ultimately what we're looking to do with email is to build know, like, and trust. And an inbox is sacred. People want to hear from you. They signed up for your thing, right? They signed up for your free thing, whatever it was. So they've literally raised their hand and said, yes, send me more stuff. I want to know what it is that you do. So you want to just make sure that you are regularly communicating, and that looks like at a minimum once a week, which then leads me into this next piece, which is super important. And then we're going to talk about the main reason why you want to make sure that you're making sales with every email that you send. But before that, let's talk strategy. Do you know what your email marketing strategy is? Do you know why you're sending emails? Right? Beyond just, sending a newsletter with the latest things that you're excited about, that type of thing. We want to be strategic in the way that we approach our email marketing. So that means reverse engineering from our offer suite. Everything I do from a content perspective always starts with this question: what offer does it relate to? And this also filters into your actual email marketing strategy, right? The emails that you're writing shouldn't be just random emails. We don't ever want to send random emails. We always want to have a strategy behind that. So, personally, for me, and this is what I help my members inside the Grow Nurture Sale Collective with, it's very much about sitting down and going, okay, so if I have these offers, what content do I need to create to bust myths that my audience might have around this, to help them get a quick win, to empower and inspire them? All through the lens of the actual offer. And so when you know what you're selling, when you know what your offers are, creating content, whether that's for your long form content platform or whether it's for your email, becomes really, really simple, because all you have to do is go, okay, which one of these things am I trying to talk about right now? And then which offer does that then relate to? Now, this brings us into the whole reason that I wanted to talk to you about in this video, which is how you can start making sales with every single email by adding this one simple line of text to your emails. Right? Are you ready? Get your pen and paper, because you're definitely going to want to jot this down. But before I share what that is, really what we're wanting to do with every single email that we send is present the opportunity for people to buy from us. If you're not doing that, then there's no way that you're going to make daily sales, right? It's just not going to happen, because there's no opportunity for someone to actually buy from you. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to send in your next email, you're going to add this line to your email, and it's going to go in your PS. And I call this the soft sell PS. And there's a couple of different variations, but let's just assume that you're a coach or a course creator, and we're going to roll with this. Now, you can tweak and refine based on your own way of wording things, but here's what you're going to say: PS, If what we just discussed resonated and you're ready to ABC, then I wanted to let you know that I have this offer for you here. And then you're just going to hyperlink to it. And that's it. You don't need to say anything else. You're just going to say, if this resonated, and you want more support with, you want to get rid of, whatever that looks like, that's what you're going to do inside every single email. Now, there are definitely going to be different nuances to this. And obviously, if you're doing more of an intentional promotion, if you're launching, then that is going to look a little different. But what I'm really talking about is all the emails that you send out, whether it's a sequence or whether it's a broadcast or a campaign or an automation. If you aren't intentionally selling inside that, and what I mean by that is running a promotion or launching, then you also want to ensure that you just have a line of text that always presents the opportunity for people to buy from you every single time an email leaves your email provider. Speaking of promotions, in the next video that is coming up on your screen right now, I'm going to share with you what you can do this week to make sales happen even faster, just with a few simple tweaks to your email marketing strategy. I'll see you in that video.